What if the person you were meant to become is already inside you? Not missing, not broken, just waiting for permission to rise? Before we begin, stay until the very end, because in the last part, I'll give you the exact steps to recreate yourself. Not in theory, but in practice. Usually people set goals, but very few set intentions. Recreation isn't about swapping wardrobes or chasing productivity. It's about dismantling the version of you built by noise and rebuilding from silence. You don't need a new life. You need a new relationship with yourself. One where doubt becomes curiosity, stillness becomes strength, and solitude becomes the laboratory of your rebirth. 1. The freedom of not caring. The happiest people aren't the ones who have more. They're the ones who carry less. The art of not caring isn't indifference. It's focus. It's the power to decide what gets your attention and what no longer deserves rent in your mind. When you stop performing for approval, you stop betraying your peace. When you stop chasing noise, you start hearing yourself. 2. The beauty of selfish love. They told you not to be selfish, but how can you pour into others from an empty cup? Healthy selfishness is sacred. It's protecting your time, your mind, and your energy, so you can give from overflow, not exhaustion. Real self-love isn't mirror-gazing, it's maintenance. It's tending to your boundaries like a gardener protects the roots of a rare tree. Love yourself fiercely. That's not arrogance, that's alignment. 3. The power of purpose. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you forge. It's built every time you choose growth over comfort. Aristotle called it eudaimonia, the art of flourishing. It's not about chasing pleasure, it's about living with direction. When your actions serve your higher nature, happiness stops being random. It becomes rhythm. You don't find meaning in life. You create it in the small, honest moments that no one sees. 4. Control the controllable. The Stoics gave us the most useful rule for inner peace. Some things are within our control, others are not, said Epictetus. We waste years trying to predict storms when we should be learning how to dance in the rain. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." And he ruled an empire. Peace doesn't come from a perfect world. It comes from a practiced mind. 5. The joy of simplicity. Imagine a life where joy isn't something you chase, it's something you notice. Epicurus taught that real wealth is measured not by possessions, but by peace. If you wish to be rich, don't add to your riches, subtract from your desires. Each time you simplify, you expand. Each desire you release frees another corner of your soul. The richest man is the one who wants for nothing. 6. Courage in the unknown. Kierkegaard called it the leap of faith. Not blind belief, but bold trust in your becoming. You won't always see the path, but the moment you step forward, the ground forms beneath your feet. That's not magic, that's momentum. Courage isn't loud, it's quiet defiance. It's saying, even if I don't know how, I will begin. 7. The flow of change. Heraclitus said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice." Alan Watts echoed it centuries later. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Life isn't meant to be gripped, it's meant to be flowed with. When you resist change, you fight the current that's trying to carry you forward. When you release control, you don't lose power, you gain rhythm. Let life sculpt you. Each wave isn't here to drown you, it's here to shape your edges into wisdom. 8. Rule your world. Marcus Aurelius ruled armies, nations, and storms of politics, but his greatest conquest was himself. In his private notes, he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He didn't seek control of others. He sought command of the mind. And that's what makes him timeless. Power isn't domination. It's direction. The power to stay kind in chaos, calm in crisis, and humble in victory. To rule yourself is to rule the world. 9. The practice of self-actualization. Carl Rogers, Maslow, Aristotle, all said the same truth in different tongues. You are not here to fit in, you are here to unfold. Self-love isn't ego. It's equilibrium. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth and no longer needs to prove it. Maslow placed self-actualization at the top of the pyramid, but maybe it was never the top at all. Maybe it's the center, the heart that fuels everything else. So, recreate yourself not because you were broken, but because you're ready to evolve. The world doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. It needs your frequency. So rise, simplify, focus, breathe. And remember, becoming unshakable isn't about being hard, it's about being whole. Subscribe to Ascend X Awaken.